Anna, jewel in the crown that is the fabulous five. I've cut 1,000 throats and baked 1,000 bread rolls, stolen the crown jewels of the Queen of Arata, and, with my pockets full, helped her reach enlightenment. When the day comes that I die, the gods will evacuate the heavens to make space for my formidable collection of designer slippers. I contain multitudes, you see, and I am utterly replete. Except that, much to my dismay, I had as yet to find the companion to whom my heart so clearly calls. But then, Source Hunter, you wandered into this tavern, and I am most certain that that companion is you. So you've joined up. You've sworn to share in our adversity and our bounty alike. Oh, you've made my heart soar. I can finally offer you our finest adventuring equipment at fantastic in-house rates. Come now, let's trade. Well, you must be thrilled to find yourself a member of a team so widely renowned for its valor and skill. And you must be even more curious about how you yourself can suit up to face such enemies as a member of the Fabulous Five must face. Well, never fear. I have everything you need. Oh, darling, that was so long ago now. Who can remember who said what after all this time? What matters is the here and now. And in this moment, I promise to give you the best deals on adventuring equipment you'll find in all Sicile. Well, you are a member of the eminent Fabulous Five, after all.
Hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you. I am the Duke of Ferrell, though I suppose my name is in the mouths of enough ruthless gossipers that you've heard of me by now. It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Chancellor and I were anything near allies, but I truly never wish the man harm. Which one? I've written, Esmeralda, more works of lyrical mastery than I can count. All that letter proves is my devotion to my lady, not any actual intention to do away with Jake. Hello.
You return and humble me with your presence. Such a pleasure. Nay, honor. Oh, it's a pretty straightforward task, this one. Now, in this town dwells a wizard. Ahu is his name, and he's a frightful eccentric. Scientific type, you know the kind. Favors reason over faith and all that. Not Fabulous Five material, him. His experimental weapons may keep a couple of skeletons away from the city, but many of his other researches failed, malfunctioned with tragic consequences. One of them was a big lumbering apparatus, a frightful automaton shaped like a giant made of steel. It was supposed to crush the undead by the dozens, piloted as it was by a trained legionnaire. But you can guess what happened. Did it become sentient? Was it cursed? Whatever the cause, the thing relieved itself of its pilot and headed north towards a network of caves. Now ask yourself, what if it comes back? It could smash the city walls and claim 100 lives before being subdued. Luckily, there are those in this world who belong to the Fabulous Five. The braves who eat such monstrosities for breakfast. Go, my friend. Find this wizard's abomination and claim your just reward from Mayor Cecil in the name of our hallowed guild. Easy money. Yes, I've met them. Oh, they're a very promising set indeed. They've already left on their first assignment, don't you know? Yes, indeedy. Left for Lucula Forest, that leaf-covered playground of goblins. Oh, such stories they'll have to tell if... I mean, when they make it back.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sightfield's ever seen.
Not in the mood for tea. Excuses more holes than the size of this pie.
So tell me, Septimus, would your wife or sweetheart be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall you on the battlefield?
That's enough of that now. The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth.
Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Dear Jake had a mineral collection, yes. As far as I knew, it was one of his pastimes, nothing more. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble? Oh, this is all too much. I feel like I'm drifting from nightmare into nightmare.
Listen, if you're gonna accuse me of something, oh, don't put stock in the hastily scribbled words of a lovelorn fool. This letter, it was a show of passion. A poorly worded passion I did not echo in the least. The Duke, he's like a spoiled child. He's not a man. He's not like Septimus.
Legion's greetings, Hunter. You claim to possess evidence that implicates there now. She was stringing Ferrol along. Ha! A pampered brat, that Duke, just like she says. Barks worse than his bite, no doubt. He'll be gone from here the instant he can, but I'll still be here, steadfast and by Milady's side. So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Rivellon, my friend. And I have traveled steadfast will I guard her. And what questions are those?
Move along.
Cruel fortune.
That's it, troops. Train up while you can. The next orcish strike could land at any moment.
How can I help you, my friend? By all means. And what might those be? One of them failed? Who is the mongrel that dares to question my engineering expertise? I take it the mutt in question was referring to the Sparkmaster 5000. It isn't failing, it just became, well, it became self-aware. Frightfully annoying when that happens. You know what? Here's the remote access device with which I used to control it. There's a manual for that somewhere around here, too. Yours, if you can find it. I really should invite Victoria one of these days, so she can help me organize my mess of a library. And what might those be? You there! Cut it out!
Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour. Oh, if you must. Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking God's nose. Oh, still not. Well, have you found any incriminating? Like I said, the girl's known to be a flirt. But that sob of a feral doesn't have the mettle to commit murder. And as far as I'm concerned, neither. Whom would you have the Legion arrest? Sir, no, sir. Attention! About face! To the barracks! March! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
My gods! What is going on here? First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you? A magical pyramid, eh? Frivolous and lecherous magic, more like. Leave my house. Now, if you please. This room is private. If she soaks in flower stink much longer, deer will smell this lady from a field away.
Don't just stand
I'll
there.
save a leg of something good for when she begins to starve.
Away with you! All right, comrades, nothing to see here. Let's clear out. Give the lady of the house a little privacy.
Let us see if you can...
Performers, Sherman, show all of them. Sight-seal, what you're made of.
Barry's a big crook. Get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's money, Private?
Sir, no, sir.
Source Hunter, welcome, welcome. What? I'd never. If you must know, I was merely checking up on Maxine. the mayor's cat. What a delight she is. The temperament of a tiger, the grace of a leopard, and the manners of a lady all rolled into one. A perfect puss, if ever there was one.
Still thinking about exploring the beach? You don't look like you're quite ready to head out into the wilds to me. You may have the right number of champions in your party, yet in experience, I think you're lacking. Of course, the choice is yours, but are you sure you want to venture out? I certainly hope you know what you're doing, Source Hunter. Right, open her up, Legionnaires.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks. I can't even smell the sea air over this rock.
They're dead.
Those fools are dead! I knew that she-beast would bring disaster. It was that orc. She snapped, grabbed them, popped their necks, and then ran out of here like a wild beast. I'm only grateful she didn't notice me standing here. Can you imagine?
Salutations! So this is a...
Steady, boys, steady. We'll be leaving as soon as we're packed up. A source hunter? I thought you lot had...
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks.
Boots will never make it inside these walls.
It's heating up.
Excellent. Let's keep it that way. Good luck out there, Hunter. Evil lurks. I wouldn't venture too far out of town if I were you. Many legionnaires did so before you. Very few have returned.
It never rains, but it pours, eh?
Toasty!
The sun is out, and yet I feel a cold inside my soul. The bane of... Oh, how nice it is of you. The very picture of youth, to break the monotony of an elder's day. Wild away on this hardwood bench. Pray, let me be forward with you. O sapling rose, O leaf of spring. For my weary mind is troubled, and would highly prize thy gentle-handed assistance, thy kind ministrations. I am but an aged elf that has seen the years parade in long succession. Gladly shall I tell you more. Will I regale thee, O whelp of men, with my tale? But not here, where the winds may steal my words. You would listen to my grievances, guide me towards untroubled realms. Oh, you are truly a wonder, oh budding flower of the morn. Yet that which I would tell you is of a rather private nature. So let us escape both the chill and the eye of public scrutiny. Hot spiced wine and a snug little room awaits us on the King Crab's first floor. Let us go there so that we can warm our bones, yet make shiver our hearts with a tale of loss and sorrow.
Here lies Kimberly. Finally.
I don't have the right tool for digging.
Here lies Neil, killed in the line of duty. Here lies Judith, warrior princess. Here lies Gregory, whose wife told him so.
Looks like that dog is awfully active.
Here lies Kavanagh. Will they have Sisio pie in the afterlife?
So many dead civilians.
Fate, I think? To join the grass? To become food for the trees and flowers? What could be more peaceful?
Peace be with you, traveller. May your lost loved ones rest in peace. I once lived a prosperous life with my husband and our happy little daughter, Loni. But when the undead plague broke out, my dear husband was among the first killed. Loni never recovered from the loss. And when a group of mercenaries, predators, more aptly called, came to town dangling the opportunity to annihilate those undead devils, Loni lapped up their rhetoric and joined without so much as a backward glance.
She was killed less than a week after she joined. Here she lies.
And here I stand, mourning the death of my last joy.
heavens to welcome you!
The time of your death is at hand! care of that injury.
By your abilities. That inspiration hardly flows one way, my friend.
I can take care of that injury.
You see a shady-looking figure fishing coins of gold out of the muddy water that pools beneath the well overhead. His movements are quick and nervous, but nevertheless, he seems to enjoy stuffing what cash he can find into the many pockets of his shabby garb. So absorbed is he in his coin hoarding that at first he doesn't notice your presence. Suddenly, though, he pauses, looks up, and quick as a cat its talons, readies 2 daggers. Your friendly tone of voice has immediate effect. The man quickly relaxes his aggressive stance, sheathes his weapons, and pulls a quill and a scrap of parchment out of one of his pockets. Dexterously, he writes down a couple of phrases, then holds it out for you to read.
Mute. Can't speak. You look professional. You the source hunter the wizard asked for?
Excitedly, the man turns over the scrap and pens a few more lines.
Name's Woolgraf. I admire you. No hero like source hunter. Sci-fi dead end. Please let me join you.
Woolgraf nods enthusiastically and pulls a couple of ripped parchment pieces out from his vestments. Hastily, he covers them with words and pushes them in your hands, one after the other.
Been mute since I was a kid. Sorcerers took my voice. People think I'm stupid. I'm not. Get money, food where I can. Steal if I must. Not from poor folks. I'm a good sneak, good fighter, good with logs. See things you don't. Want to help you. I'm useful. Want to catch sorcerers. Make them pay. Please.
Woolgraf notices there's no room left in your party and shrugs his shoulders.
I am on the trail, Source Hunter.
Fine, my friend, but I will stay far away from this screech woman. Perhaps among the crowd at the alehouse is best.
Woolgraf looks at you expectantly. Clearly, he wants to know whether or not you're ready to allow him to join your party. Woolgraf eagerly...
Be welcome, Woolgraf. Riches await, if you'll obtain them for us.
Woolgraf smiles and shakes your hand in thanks. With a gesture of the arm, he seems to say, I'm ready. Lead the way. Woolgraf spotted a trap.
These skeletons are always mumbling about Brachus Rex. Is that a new type of cheese? They're always inventing new things over in Errata.
You call to Woolgraf. He awaits your queries.
action is quick.
I don't have the right tool for mining.
I can take care of that injury.
Into the fray once more.
I can take care of that injury.
The closest I've got to 9 passes and I linger over long while writing my pie.
Careful now. Going more slowly.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the northern cave?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that before...
South of the 7.
Ah, you have come. Yes, that is most satisfactory. Begone, brittle mask of age. Hear me now repeat the words of Brittletooth, the child snatcher of Carador. Come, play with me, for I'm hungry. Come, play, play, play. My name is Eglandir Twil Salanar, elf of the house of Gandavum, the slaughtered house of Gandavum. But by the twin blades of the Shadow Vixen, I shall have my revenge. The walls of memory are stained with blood, and I would see them bloodier still. The game, yes! A game of blood and brutality, of death and dexterity. Fun as herring the horror harlequin. But, like the serpentine stalker hisses before the stab, hush now. Darkness, darling. Hush. Hush, and listen to my tale. The elves of Gandavum, they lived in peace. Oh, yes. But one night, when the moon had hid her face, the orcs of the tribe of Kazuldagar beset our city. They cooked and ate and burned every last one of us. The light of dawn never saw an elf of Gandavum no more. All undone, every last one of us. Except for me, the midnight rambler, away from the city. I was very old back then already, though indeed I whisper of many years hence. But death shall not find me. Oh no, not until every beast of Kazuldagar has been bled. I may be frail, a withered grey, but the wealth of kings is mine. Countless assassins have ministered to the vengeance that is my want, and now is almost over. By Kala, Lady of the Last Gaze, I swear it is almost done. Only the very last one of the Kazuldagar still eludes me. The crowning kill that would seal its fate and mine alike. I have tracked her down by the curse of the spine spear I have. She does not know her ill-shapen sun is setting fast. Color the dusk red, O sword of youth. Bloody the day with the bramble sap that runs through the veins of Victoria. Bring me the amulet that clings to her flesh, soon to fade. And yours shall be the bounty of vindication. Mine shall be its sanguine satisfaction after long, long last. Yes, Victoria. She is the one whose heart must be held in hand, the heart around which the fingers of that hand must clench and tighten until its choking flesh bulges with blood and its beat slowly breaks. The orcs of Kazuldagar, they knew my name. Oh yes, by the bite of the roving rattler, they knew my design. And so they sought to save their last, an infant, she who was to be queen. To no avail, oh no. Years, how many I know not. Years I searched, and now she has been found. Her name is that of a woman, her employment that of a civilized being. But by the fork of Barbara Man-Eater, she is nothing but an orc, a cyst of nature, one of a misbegotten litter dragged into life from the tumoured womb of a filthy, coarse-haired beast that was humped like a dog in the darkness of a stinking hollow. Victoria, librarian, daughter, adopted child of Cecil, Mayor of Sicile. There is bloodlust in you. I can feel it. Let it out. Set it free. Undo the last of the Kazuldagar. By the breasts of Sishara Goatsucker, give me my revenge!
That was quite the radical change we witnessed. I never would have thought that the benign old man we met outside would turn out to be a vengeance-driven aficionado of assassins.
The hunters?
But let's just say I understand him no longer. His madness is now focused on the demise of an innocent, be she an orc or not.
Blood!
Hearty welcome to the King Crab Inn, and a pleasure to have you. You look like you could use a round or three, so what'll it be? Have a seat and stay a while.
Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Fortune? Ha! He should be so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great.
They say he's privy to ancient...
Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? Death and dark magic ain't exactly great for business, you know. That room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman. Though I regret to say I can't say exactly who. This inn isn't in the business of asking many questions, if you know what I mean. She came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after many similar concerning a certain Esmeralda. Figured this were just more at same. I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone tall, built broad like a man, but shrouded the same as she. Again, standard practice for Mrs. Counsellor and her visitors. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped up and grabbed me grandpappy's machete, bleary-eyed and awash in fright. By the time I burst into that room, it was horribly silent. There was only Jake on the floor, dead, surrounded by what may as well have been a battlefield. Whoever done it has escaped through the window, but I saw nary a soul when I looked out. You can bet I hightailed it to the Legion barracks faster than a jackrabbit after that. Councillor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it my business to say anything, but after all that's happened, I wonder if that weren't a grave mistake. Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know. He's called the Duke of Ferrol, a high title for a low man. If you haven't yet asked him about Esmeralda, I'd recommend it. Well, between you and me, things have been rather slow since the, incident. But with spirits high and liquor flowing like it is tonight, it seems the crab may just come out of that pinch.
By Alistair the Great.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap goldfish.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fry-up.
Not the mood for cheese. That excuse is more honed than a slice of this fine almond there. Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff. Any takers? Come on, you chicken.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Here lies Catherine. I know, I was great.
That shovel has proven worth its weight, it seems. Enough to finish this mission with a long vacation in the tropics. gazing side by side at a burgundy horizon, if we're lucky.
Here lies Jared. Shall I come back as an enraged spirit or a lovable prankster ghost?
May the seven keep you.
Submit to my chinny embrace.
May the seven keep you.
Seven points now!
Here lies Patrick. You can kill me, but you'll never kill the dancer inside me. Here lies Gregory, whose wife told him so.
Hey, wow! I was wondering where that awesome sweaty boot smell was coming from. And here you are. Wow! This is great! I'm Murphy, Jake's dog. Wow, you smell great! Have you been rolling around on dead things all day? That's my favourite hobby too. You know who I miss? Jake. Sometimes he'd just sit there being awesome. And I'd give him this look like, you smell great. And he'd give me this look like, you do too, Murphy. And he was my best friend. I came here so I could smell Jake again. He smelled great. But whatever's buried there doesn't smell like Jake at all. No, it's definitely not Jake. If I ever find out who killed Jake, the most awesome Jake who ever jaked, I'll bark so much. Seriously, so much. You have no idea.
Rest in peace, darling.
I smell...
What trickery is this? That's not Jake.
It's a rotting sheep's corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
Jake, where are you? Are you here, Jake? Jake!
Submit to my chinny embrace.
on your own size when innocent creatures are so much easier to slaughter.
Rest in peace,
My heart
darling.
beats too slowly to sustain me.
First aid!
Look here, even a sage and author as renowned as I is flattered when mortals dare among the dead to seek him out. Well, here I am, Nemeris the Wise. You may go wide-eyed with amazement now. As if I need introduction. Nemeris the thinker, the theorist, the visionary. Come now, surely you lack the time, as I do, for such silly questions. Oh, I've written so many celebrated treatises, but of course you have read and revered the philosophy of death, the diamond in the crown that is my literary legacy. There isn't a civilized soul alive that hasn't perused its profound pages percolating with perspicacity. Alas, that so few show an understanding of my words, so few show the expected intellectual growth when I put them to the test. You can, and indeed you must. But alas, I was not buried with a printed version of that blueprint of genius that is my inimitably esteemed essay. Never fear, though, for each and every library in Revellon boasts a copy, the gilded cherry on their paper pie. Do you truly feel you are ready to prove that you have read and understood the philosophy of... Your refusal speaks greater volumes than my 10-part tome on the mating behavior of feral dwarves. You dread the test.
Rest in peace, darling. Peace be with you, traveler. Back from there, savage! I'll not let you disturb my daughter's peace.
of the studs!
Here lies Helen, killed by an enraged zombie. I'm sure we can talk this out.
Beyond these
How
walls.
can the Legion serve you today, Source Hunter?
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter. By all means. Of course. I hope your investigation fares well. His body is gone, replaced with that of a sheep. This is all very disconcerting, to say the least. Grave robbery reeks of necromancy. Could Jake have been involved with those that raise the dead? It seems too improbable to be true, but nevertheless, you're onto something, Hunter. Do follow the scent and see where it leads you. I myself have none. Now, it may well be established that she is in fact the guilty party. Of course. I hope your investigation fares well.
Ah, the Source Hunter. Yes. It was stolen? Gods, what a fool that Roberts is. Taking a bribe in beleaguered old Sci-Seal. Ah, what was he going to do with that gold? Buy the largest kipper in the land? He has a lot to answer for. But not as much as the one that did the bribing in the first place. Guess your mission is pretty clear, isn't it? Off you go to find this munificent body snatcher. You dare stand here and accuse me of involvement in this sordid affair? You dare accuse a captain of the Legion? Get out! Out! Before I... Oh, what now? Oh, still not finished with that... It was stolen? Yes, yes. What? You suspect the mayor? Dear me, you couldn't be further from the mark if you lay the blame on a paraplegic cow. The man raised a foundling orc out of the goodness of his heart, you dolt. A murder indeed. Evelyn? Master Theriron's apprentice? Nice lass, huh? Brewed me a potion once that cured me of a rash more bothersome than a badger down your breeches. No, she doesn't seem like the type to play hide-and-seek with stiffs to me.
Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Mayor Cecil will be happy to see the likes of a Source Hunter. Welcome to the Town Hall of Sci-Seal.
Well, Mayor Cecil will be happy.